The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the whispers of 1,000 species, their bioluminescent forms casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the crystalline walls. Elsa stood at the podium, her muscular frame dwarfed by the towering delegates surrounding her. This was humanity's first petition to join the Council, and the tension in the air was palpable. "You wish to contribute to our military alliance?" The Kryn ambassador chittered, his exoskeleton clicking with what Elsa had learned to recognize as amusement. "Tell me, human, what could a species from a death world possibly offer civilized society?" Beside Elsa, Verk shifted his weight. Her fellow officer had trained alongside her for 3 years preparing for this moment. She could feel his controlled anger radiating outward. But his face remained diplomatically neutral. "Earth's gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared," Elsa began, her voice steady. "We've adapted to—" Laughter erupted throughout the chamber. The Vexori delegate, a gaseous being contained within a force field, pulsed with colors that their translator rendered as mockery. 9.8, the delegate exclaimed. "My homeworld's gravity is barely 3. How do you even survive under such crushing weight? You must be perpetually exhausted." "Actually," Verk interjected, his jaw tight, "we consider it normal." "Normal?" The Kryn ambassador leaned forward, mandibles spread wide. "We have studied your biology. Your bones are dense beyond reason. Your muscles contain redundant fiber structures. You are built like siege equipment, not soldiers. Slow, cumbersome, inefficient." Elsa felt the familiar weight of her standard-issue pen in her breast pocket. It was a simple titanium alloy writing instrument, nothing special by Earth standards. She pulled it out slowly, holding it up for the assembly to see. "May I demonstrate something?" she asked. The Kryn ambassador gestured dismissively. "By all means, entertain us." Elsa held the pen at shoulder height. The chamber fell silent, thousands of alien eyes fixated on this simple object. Then she opened her hand. The pen fell. It fell with the acceleration that every human learned in primary school, the constant pull that had shaped their evolution, their architecture, their very way of thinking. It fell the way everything on Earth fell, fast, inevitable, and carrying the momentum of a world that didn't forgive weakness. The pen struck the floor. The crystalline tile shattered. A spiderweb of cracks spread outward from the impact point, the sound echoing through the suddenly silent chamber like a gunshot. Fragments of the supposedly indestructible council floor scattered across the platform. The pen itself had embedded half an inch into the substrate beneath. Elsa looked up at the assembly. "That's just a pen," she said quietly. "Standard weight 30 grams. On your worlds, it would barely make a sound when dropped. On ours, we learn from childhood that everything falls hard. Everything hits with force." Verk stepped forward, his boots crunching on the broken tile. "We don't just survive Earth's gravity. We're forged by it. Every step we take, we're lifting weight you can't imagine. Every time we stand, we're performing an act of strength. By the time a human reaches adulthood, we've spent our entire lives in what you would consider heavy resistance training." The Vexori delegate had stopped pulsing. The Kryn ambassador's mandibles had frozen in place. "Your armor," Elsa continued, pulling up holographic displays, "is designed to protect against energy weapons and ballistic projectiles calibrated for low-gravity environments. Your soldiers are agile, fast, and skilled, but they've never fought against something that simply refuses to stay down." She gestured, and combat footage filled the air. Human soldiers during the Zephyron border conflict, the skirmish that had brought Earth to the Council's attention. The aliens watched as human troops shrugged off impacts that should have incapacitated them, as they carried wounded comrades across distances that should have been impossible, as they endured injuries that would have killed any other species. "You see us as slow," Verk said. "But on our world we had predators that could crush bones with a bite. We had falls that could kill instantly. We had a gravity well that never stopped testing us. We didn't evolve to be fast. We evolved to endure." Elsa bent down and pulled the pen from the floor with casual ease. "Every human soldier can carry 50 kilograms of equipment and march for hours. We can wear armor that would immobilize your troops. We can wield weapons with recoil that would shatter your soldiers' bones." She placed the pen back in her pocket. "You asked what we could contribute to your alliance. We offer you warriors who treat your death worlds as vacation spots, soldiers who can board enemy vessels and fight in high-gravity conditions that would kill your finest troops in minutes, Marines who can provide ground support on planets you've abandoned as uninhabitable." The chamber remained silent. "You laugh at Earth's gravity," Verk said. his voice carrying across the vast space. But that gravity built us. It shaped us into something the galaxy has never seen before. We're not just survivors of a death world. We're its children. And we're offering you the chance to have that strength on your side. The Kryn ambassador slowly extended a limb toward the shattered floor. His claw traced the cracks radiating outward from where the pen had fallen. "A pen," he whispered, his voice translated with a tone of dawning realization. "Just a pen." Elsa met his compound eyes steadily. "Everything on Earth falls hard, Ambassador, everything. Now imagine what happens when we jump." The vote was called within the hour. Humanity's petition passed unanimously. As Elsa and Verk left the chamber, they could hear the delegates already arguing about which battalions of human soldiers they wanted assigned to their sectors. Outside, under the artificial gravity that felt too light, too forgiving, Verk turned to Elsa. "Did you actually know that pen would crack the floor?" Elsa smiled. "I did the math before we arrived. Sometimes the simplest demonstrations are the most effective." "Remind me never to underestimate a human with a writing instrument," Verk said. "That," Elsa replied, "is the smartest thing anyone said all day." They walked together toward the transport bay, two humans from a world that never stopped pulling them down, now representatives of a species that had turned that crushing weight into unbreakable strength. Behind them, the shattered floor remained as a testament to a simple truth the galaxy was only beginning to understand. Earth didn't just make survivors. It made something far more dangerous. It made humans.